What's up, everybody? Eric the Ball Gamer here, and welcome back to Project XCloud. I don't know which game we're going to do today, but I did go on this last night. Excuse me a second. I'm going to drop my phone down a little bit. They updated it. As you can tell, they now have Batman, The Enemy Within. Actually, two different Batman games. They have Black Desert. What else did they add in? Children of Morta, which I think might have been in there already. Dead Island, they added Destiny 2. What else did they add? This game I can't... Corner? I don't know. But they had the Halo Master Chief Collection, which is awesome. Crown, Kingdom 2 Crowns they added in. Moonlighter. Now this game I enjoyed a lot on my Xbox. Maybe we'll play that just so you guys can see. Portal Knights was a fun game. They already have a mobile version of that game out. Let's see what else they had. Sparklight, sorry. Super Hot. Super Hot. Yeah. What other ones? That Tracks, The Wolf Among Us, Train Sim World. They added a nice fair amount of games. Let's see. Civilization 6, because that wasn't on there before. Let's see, what games should we play? Should we have fun with? Oh, excuse me. You know what? Let's do Moonlighter. Now, this game, like I said, it's a nice indie game. Sorry if you don't hear any music. There's never any music. But, is it going to do this where it's not going to play all the audio? Yeah, it's going to be skippy. Actually, it's not as bad as Bloodstained so far. Bloodstained was pretty bad. I have nothing on. I only have the XCloud open. But, so this should actually bring up all my saves. So, either I can start from the beginning or... Excuse me, getting a drink of tea. We can... So you could have... Ooh, it's louder than I thought it was going to be. Alright, there we go. I don't want it too loud. I could go to continue, which will load up my New Game Plus, which we might do. I'm on the third dungeon of that, so we'll go straight into that. So, like I said, this game, it's fun. It's a nice indie game. Really well-made game. So I'll go over a bit of this stuff with you guys as we go through. I think I'm at least over 20 hours of playing this game between the regular game and the New Game Plus. But it's well worth playing. Come on. Load. There we go. So this is your house / shop. Now, here's your character. His name is Will. Actually, it's not too bad. So these are a couple of items you can get. A lot of these powered empowering crystals are used for enchanting your weapons. Stuff like this, fire jelly, venom jelly, rich jelly, they're used to make potions. Now, when you go through the first part of the game, and you don't have these accessories, these amulets, these water spheres are used for enchanting in New Game Plus. You can only get these in New Game Plus. As you can tell, you got a bunch of items here. So you have your backpack, and then you have your on-person one. Now you could go here. This just shows you what's you could on the right hand side of the book it shows selling and reactions. So all the way to the left you get the little gold coins. Those are when you sell it relatively cheap. Oh, excuse me. This is what I get for eating before I record a video. So in the green area is like the perfect amount. Now with most things, the more quantity you put into selling, the less price you have to sell it at, because you're selling in bulk. So each of these, has your chest in it. Right, so anything marked with that star I have set on my wish list, which is used for upgrading. This is your shop, crafting weapons. Now this is, I think, the third upgrade of the shop. One of the things about the third upgrade is you get an assistant. So with the assistant, you can have her run the shop while you go to the dungeons, which is what I do majority of the time. So let me quick put some items in here. And I haven't played this in a little bit. Nope, wrong button. There we go. That goes over there. Oh wait, I saw another jelly. There we go. So what you can do with her is you can let her run the shop. So when she runs the shop, she'll take 30% of whatever you make. See, right there, I will take 30% of the benefits, which I'm fine with, because that lets me go out and come on, open. There you go. Now you can take everything, put it over there. Whatever items are in that chest, she sells, because that's all she can do. You can't do anything else. Actually, I'll take all those. I don't think I have any more items. So on the desk here, you saw it pop up. Well, read. These are the dungeons. And now you have to complete the 4 to open up the 5th. This is the Golem dungeon, the Forest dungeon. This is Desert, and the next one's the Tech. I'm pointing at them like you guys can see it, but you can't. So I will have her sell all this, which isn't a lot. I might make 100 grand, maybe a little bit more. So I'll quick show you the rest of inventory here. So these are the pirate sword and pirate bow. You cannot get these unless you beat the game and are on New Game Plus. Same thing with the amulets. These slots will be locked when you are playing the original one. So we'll take a quick scope around town while she runs the house, the shop. The shop is called Moonlighter. So right here we have the board. Now these are your upgrades, investments. I still need to open up the bank, which is 461,000 gold. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to open up the bank yet, because all the bank does is you put X amount of money in. After a week, you can pick it up. You may have gained X amount of interest on it. So these are some of the, like, you see how this is stars around it? I'm looking for the items for this, which I think I already have. Yeah, let me, if I remember correctly, yeah, I have all the upgrades for it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmark. Oh wait, no. These are the third. That's the orange, right? Sorry. So, right here. I have everything I need for it. I can upgrade this armor at 537,000 gold. And what that's going to do is that's going to increase my health. As you can tell on the right hand side of the screen. Health, attack, defense, speed. Now obviously you have lighter armor. This is fabric, bandana, iron, and then steel. I keeping myself in the mid-range here with the iron. So if you have fabric, your speed increases, but your health doesn't increase as much. But if you have iron, your health is increased by a lot, but your movement, your speed is down. So I like going with the mid-range stuff because it increases your health enough and doesn't decrease your speed. So I'm actually going to... Do I want to make this one? I have enough to make it, so we'll make it. Oh, I don't have enough gold. Oh, it's 5... Yeah, how much do I have? Oh, I only have 98,000. Anyway, so that's your armor. Here's some swords. Like this is sword and shield. This is what I use. I like the sword and shield because you can defend against it. You have your big swords, you have your spears, you have gloves, and then you have your bow. Now this is what I play with, sword and bow. Then you have, oh, you see this little guy following me. You can have pets in the game, which I didn't realize until I beat the first playthrough. So now we go through here. You have 3 other shops. You have this guy right here. He sells you decorations, which can either increase the amount of people that come into your store, the amount of time that the store is open. It decreases the number of thieves or increases the tips that customers give you, which is what I use majority of the time because, you know, you could get up to 120% tip, maybe more. So with that, you can make more money when you sell them. Unfortunately, you have to do the selling. You have to be in the shop to do it in order for those to apply. Erie's here, Eres, however you want to pronounce it. She sells you potions, or you can craft them. So you can craft just a regular potion, almost 700 gold. Or you can buy a potion for just over 2,000 gold. It's just easier to do that. And then you have this item. This one's nice. Restores full health, which is good when you're playing in the final dungeons. Right now, I don't want any health, any potions, because I'm going to show you the first dungeon. We're going to do a quick run through that one, which is very quick. In here. Well, I didn't show you the other shop. The other shop is basically like my shop. You can buy all the items from the dungeons that you've been to. If you have the money, it might be a faster way to collect items, but not in my opinion. Oh, excuse me. So every time you enter a dungeon, it is randomly generated. For the most part, there's patterns. I think there's only 7 different dungeons. But this guy that's following me, I got his egg from in here. And you just saw me beat up one of the guys. Now this is the first dungeon you play through, so I'm obviously gonna breeze through it pretty easily. So what this pet does is he goes around and he collects items that fall. Oop. I'm trying to remember all my buttons here. Left bumper there. So with the bow, you can do a charge attack, which does a lot more damage, or you can do a fast attack by pressing X. So with the sword and shield, you press X, you bring up your shield, and then you press A to do your attack. So a lot of these guys I will take out one hit, no problem. I hate fighting these stupid jellies. So one of the things you can do... Okay, I forgot how to... There it is. It's been a while, been a little bit since I played it. So it's skipping around a little bit, which I am expecting with Xbox game, the streaming thing. It's like I said in every video, all depends on how well your internet connection is. And one thing I forgot to say is that your partner, your pet, whatever you want to call them, obviously you see that he's collecting the items, but what he's also doing is he's attacking. So we will... Oh, I forgot to pull up a chest. We'll take everything out of that. I'll go over some of the stuff in the chest in a minute. Whee! Oh, I hate fighting these things, especially there's ones in here that have, yep, that they shoot streams of water and they actually deal a fair amount of damage. Alright, take all that. So with these ones you see here, they have what do you want to call it? Like stipulations, we'll call them, where they have to be in certain parts of your inventory. So this one could be either all the way to the left or all the way to the right. Same thing with that. This one has to either be all the way top or all the way at the bottom, and that includes your what's on your person. So this here is a hot spring. This will heal your character. As of right now, I don't need any healing because I have a fair amount of health. That yellow bar on the health you get when you have a certain bed in your... so this guy right here was the boss of this level. Like I said, because this is my second playthrough and I have items from further dungeons. There, he's a lot easier to defeat. When I did my playthrough on him in the New Game Plus, took quite a few more hits. So it does take some time. Like right now, like I said, I'm just going through, having fun, showing you guys the game. I could show you my original... Oh, Jesus, I fell through. Sometimes when you fall off an edge, you will go into a secret area, which will be marked on your map with a question mark when you open it up. Excuse me. So we found the exit already. These just give you like little hints. They're the camps. When you start the game, you realize they're camps from your grandfather, which is nice because he gives you little hints on different stuff. But it is what it is. Come on. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Same thing here. This just tells you about how it works. How the hot springs work. So now we're going to... Each dungeon has 3 floors, 3 bosses. Now you guys will not see the final boss for this dungeon because I already beat him. Once you beat him, he's done. Because he drops really rare items that you can only get the first time you beat him, which sell for a fair amount of money. So obviously you see that these chests have locks. Some chests will have locks on them, some won't. I'm not worried about anything in there. Some do, some don't. You can't jump, but you can roll over stuff like that. When you see a skeleton in the game, make sure you hit it. The skeletons will either give you weapons, or it will give you potions. See, I didn't see... There will be... sometimes when you're in a room like this, you'll see it twinkle somewhere on the map, and you can jump through. This one doesn't have it. And you will go to a secret area. Which is nice, when you can go to a secret area. Sometimes the secret area will have bosses in it. Sometimes they will have... Not bosses, but... You'll fight a fair amount of people, and then, oh, excuse me. Or you can find books, which the books sell for a decent amount of price. Decent amount of money. And you can... So this guy here, he shoots magic at you, and you have to hit him from behind, otherwise you won't do any damage. These, they call them artifacts in the game. You don't know what they are until you leave the dungeon, or certain ones reveal what the artifact is. This one here. So if I take this, I can take any item that's to the left direct left, and it will take it straight home for me. So this one, you see the little chest pop up, takes it right home for me. So I will take this and move it here. So just having a little fun. Now, no sparkle, twinkle. This guy is a pain in the butt. These, you either have to have them hit a wall or hit your shield so that you can knock them out. Alright, so that didn't have any secrets to it. So I'm still running off of this. So I can, once I go into the red bar, then I can start healing my character, because that's the main health. So the first set of health, like you probably saw the shield that was on next to it. Right, that is... Alright, I don't want anything out of there. So here's the... That attack you gotta roll over. Like I said, I'm just breezing through this stuff so I could show you guys the dungeons. They're pretty simple when you're further ahead. When you first start it takes a while because you want to find what weapon you're comfortable using. Obviously, certain weapons have more attack, certain ones have less attack. This guy right here that you see, as soon as you hit him, he blows up. If he gets close to you. No. There we go. That, you saw that. I don't think it was a mimic. No. This one will have rare items like this. Emergency health. I want that because I don't have that one before. So what I'm going to do is, if in case I die, I'm using this so that it takes that amulet straight back to my home. These ones, yeah, it becomes the artifact that's next to it. So this would become, so say I put this here, alright? So what's going to happen when I go home is this artifact will turn into that one. If I'm lucky, which I'm hoping I am, it will turn into 10 of them. If I'm lucky. I highly doubt it, because that's just the way this game works. It'd be cool, because I could get a decent amount of money out of it. So this is the third and final floor for this dungeon. Now, like I said, I'm not worried if I take a bit of damage. I got more than enough health to accommodate this. Because I haven't even gone through all the extra health. Alright, so now I'm into the regular amount of health. Woohoo! So yeah, now I want those so that... Alright, another thing here is you see this little thing down here. That will sell the items in the store directly. So actually I could just take all this and sell it, because this stuff doesn't sell for a good price anyway. Some of it I can use to make weapons later on. Well, when I want to, if I have enough. So this one right here will actually disenchant, or it destroys artifact curse. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong one. That was... Alright. Huh. Oh, destroys the artifact. So... Yep, there we go. So that gets rid of the artifact. Now, if this is right, are these the same book? They might be the same book. One of the problems is because the game's lack of inventory. So, yep, that was the same book. Inventory space. Like, you can't upgrade your inventory space at all, which blows. Woohoo! Oh, now you're done. But yeah, this game, it's a nice little time killer of a game. I enjoyed it a lot. Obviously, you can keep going in your new game, because I'm sure you could get pirate armor. But as of right now, let go of me. Right now, I can't. It would be awesome if I could get pirate armor. Alright, so now we're at least 2 rooms away from the final room of the game, which will have a bunch of random small characters. But, ooh, I missed that. What is this? Anti-confusion amulet. Okay, I'll take that. Do we have one that sends directly home? Nope. So now we have to make sure. Yep, that's the boss fight, right? The boss room. There's no boss in the room anymore. So what you could do now, I could go in here, it closes it off. Now these 3 chests will start sinking. Now, the longer you take, come on, these things you can't hit until they're closer to the ground. So the longer you take, the less chests you have. So I got enough where I got this chest to stay in here. So I could take all the items in the chest, but I got to be careful because some destroy, some are good, some are bad. But with that portal that you seen that opened up, it will take me directly back home. And so with that being said, I can. Okay. So this guy right here, you see this broken stuff, he was the final boss. So he just got split up all around the map. All around the room. So I can actually get rid of some of the items I don't want. So this. I got plenty of those at home. Don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. Don't want that, don't want that. So now I can take some of these more important items. Like I'll send that weapon right back home. Nope. So I don't want this. So you got to learn how to mark your inventory, stack your inventory right. All right, so this one will send that directly home. Perfect. So what we're going to do here is this. We'll open up that. I got 4 more books out of it. Nice. Boop. Alright, so you can see that some of them will stack nicely. Some of them don't, because they need to be not have any enchantments on it. So what I'll do with this is I'll send this one directly home, which will take the effect with it. Actually, it'll get rid of the effect. So I want this disenchanted. So this one can't stack with anything as of right now. So what we'll do with this is we'll put this here. We'll use this to disenchant it, more or less. I don't want that. So we'll move this over here. Let's see what item that holds. Boom. We'll disenchant it, and it's another ingot. I want that. We'll take that. We'll take that. And we'll take that. Just so we can use it to... So, none of this is worth my time. So now, we'll head back home. Whee! Now, I know I said you can't increase your inventory, but there is a pet that you can get called a mimic. If anybody's played any RPG, you know exactly what a mimic is. It's a chest. So you can take items and put it in the mimic. It's a good way to get around with the inventory. And what I like about that is that the artifacts, or whatever they're called, their effect doesn't work inside the mimic. So now, as you can see, it's dark time. We will go see the shop assistant and see how much money she made us for the day. Boom. Nope. Don't sell, talk. So she made us 476,000 gold. That's good. Do we have any theft? No. None that I can see. So popularity, none of that stuff went up or down. So she sold quite a bit of everything. Well, she sold everything. 476,000. So that should actually put us up enough to get an extra armor set. We've been recording for a half hour, so we might call it a video. So as we go through these chests, the ones I sent home should be right up here. So I'm going to take everything, boop, throw it all there. It will sort everything out. So when you're on it, you can hit right trigger and it'll bring up the description. Ring that increases the healing value of your potions by 50% when HP is under 20%. That's a nice one. This one, ring that grants its wearer enough stoicism to resist shock attacks. Ah, nice. So that will be good. That should be good in the tech dungeon. So that's nice. We will keep that over here. We will grab you. Whoop. We'll put you guys in this chest with the rest of the artifacts and stuff. So now that we got some new ones, this one, Wonder Element Amulet. This actually increases the amount of time that you can. Oh yeah, never mind. The Wanderer is enemy in the game, or if you spend too much time on one floor of a dungeon, it comes through, it chases you around, and you can try and attack it, but you won't do any damage. And if it hits you, it is a one-hit kill. So that I'm actually going to take and put over here so that it is with the rest of them. Actually, I got more than enough of those, so I really don't need the. So you can sort the items by price. So this will sell more than anything else in here. So I will show you the world. So I think that's gonna do it. I showed you the first dungeon. I hope you guys like that. Actually, we'll go end it off over at the dungeons. So I'll show you the order that the Oh man, my ears itch. Earbuds are a pain in the butt. But I will show you the dungeons, all the dungeon maps now. So this is your first dungeon, the Golem dungeon. Alright, Golem done. Nice. This is the Forest dungeon. It's a little harder than the Golem dungeon. And then you have the Desert dungeon. This one's a fairly hard one right now because this is the dungeon I am on currently in this playthrough. And then this is the Tech dungeon. Alright, so this is the fourth and final dungeon. Now you need all 4 keys you get for beating the Guardians to open up this. So that will take you to the final boss, which I thought was hard until I realized I'm just going to go up and attack you. There's 2 stages to it. The first one's not that bad. The second one's easy. You just go up to it, and once you learn the pattern, you're fine and dandy. So, here we go. Let's see. For my next weapon, I need 2.1 million gold. And that goes for this. So I need about 2.1 times 2, so 4.2 million gold to get my weapon. So, yeah. There you go. So I want to make sure the game saves. So, in order to make sure the game saves, you go to bed. It says saving in the bottom left-hand corner. So there you go. That is Moonlighter. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode of Project XCloud. We will continue doing these videos because they keep coming out with new games. So if you guys like that video, hit the like button down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, if you guys want, comment down below for me to choose another game. If not, I'm going to randomly pick other ones. And that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.